Chappy GPT.
The Siri that you used to use, it's actually coming with some sort of intelligence. The whole crypto thing is about.
But this shows government.
The hackers managed to get away with something like over 1 million.
Oh, basically, it's exploiting weaknesses in computer systems.
The number of times, 545 times. On a daily basis, what are the 3 top websites that we visit every day? There was a report from Potraz. Actually, they were only some sort of a workshop where they were educating the nation on the cyber bill, and actually they gave some interesting insights where they said as a country.
You're watching too much pornography.
Yeah. Zimbabwe is set to launch its second.
It's second. It's not the
satellite.
It's
Yeah. It's second satellite.
Yeah.
But.
Why are you saying but? Why are you saying but?
So, when your passport is about to expire, you have to come back home. Welcome back to another episode of Tech-Tonic, the podcast. We are on episode 5, and today it will be interesting, so much interesting. I'm Bugs, and
I am Kingsley. Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, so Kingsley, I have to deal with interesting topics. I want to start to know from you, on a daily basis, what are the 3 top websites that you visit every day?
it's obviously I'm on Google and YouTube.
Okay,
and
that's 2. The other one,
and those are my top 2.
Okay,
it's Google and YouTube.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to add some X videos. Anyway.
No.
There was a report from Potraz. Actually, they were only some sort of a workshop where they were educating the nation on the cyber bill, and actually they gave some interesting insights where they said as a country.
You're watching too much pornography.
Yeah. They said our top most visited website was Facebook, betting sites, and pornographic website.
Yes.
And what's your take on the, like, what does it reflect to you when we as a country our top websites are those according to Potraz?
So I don't know. It's a difficult thing because I was just checking from the same report. So I checked for Zimbabwe, I checked for South Africa, I checked for Botswana, and the trend is the same. People are basically, because I think these things are easy entertainment. Particularly pornography is easy entertainment. You see YouTube, you see Facebook, WhatsApp, it's easy entertainment. It just basically distracts you from basically what's going on, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they would want people to do, because these sites provide entertainment, to be honest, because it's your YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Netflix, Twitter, well, you see,
Yeah.
and obviously betting sites. So basically, it's a trend that's across Africa. I think that Southern Africa as a whole, that's the same thing. That's the same trend.
And like one of the guys from Potraz actually read that they highlighted that we should be like Mauritius. Like they said,
let's
they
check
said
what
they
Mauritius is doing.
the top stages from Mauritius are educational side.
Okay,
So they said,
so right, not to crush someone, but there's a website called semrush.com.
yeah,
Provide a link.
yeah. I'll provide the link.
Basically, it lists Mauritius. Basically, their list is more or less like Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It has X videos as well, and it has ChatGPT, WhatsApp, Pornhub, Facebook, YouTube, and Google. I can't say some of these things. So I think these things are the same everywhere. It's easy entertainment. People tend to deviate towards watching like pornography everywhere.
Yeah.
But at least there's YouTube. YouTube is educational. YouTube just depends on the user.
Yeah. It depends on the user what they use.
So I don't know what Potraz wants us to do. I don't know what they want to do.
Maybe
They want to block.
maybe they'll suggest something. On that very same report, there was something interesting that I managed to take note of, where the guys were saying, on your daily basis, you might be committing a crime by using your device inappropriately. What are they saying? Like they were explaining that you may be using Wi-Fi from next door.
Yeah.
It's more like hacking the next door's Wi-Fi without them knowing. It's actually a crime according to the cyber bill. I don't know if you knew about it. And they said also handling your partner's phone for those who are married. It's actually a crime. I don't know people if you knew about it. Then they said also
these are household affairs.
Recording private parts, whether yours or someone else's.
I think that's a crime because
it's a crime.
It's creating explicit content basically.
Yeah. So I think people should actually be aware of what they're
the
using.
cyber bill, right?
Yeah. Because you might be committing a crime without knowing it. Anyway, moving on. It's being said Zimbabwe is set to launch its second.
It's second. It's not the first.
Satellite.
It's
It's second satellite.
Yeah, so they are planning to launch. We're planning to launch a satellite called ZACC by November 2024.
November, and we are in June. Okay.
So they're saying that the satellite is equipped with advanced sensors, imaging tools to support various applications. So it's for monitoring environmental hazards, mineral prospecting, drought management, and human settlements. So it's quite interesting.
That brings, if you are launching the second satellite, that means there was the first satellite.
Yes, the first.
And the first satellite was launched.
It was launched in December in 2022.
December.
That
2022.
was ZIMSAT 1, which.
So like them when I was looking, when I saw this on Twitter, right? Like they're launching the second satellite, and people just like I was checking the comment section, and people were just saying, if you are we are launching the second satellite, what happened to the first one? So I was intrigued to go and look.
And what did you find?
Yeah.
What did you find?
It's actually interesting. It's apparently it's being said the first satellite fell down.
Fell down.
Yeah, probably it's somewhere in what do they call the space debris of all the
space debris.
Yeah, I can't remember what they call it. So apparently the satellite broke, and as of today we don't have a satellite in space.
So I was reading, according to a TechZim article from some time ago, apparently we actually got feedback from that satellite when it was launched,
Yeah.
which was a major win, and the report says that Uganda failed to actually to
like
broadcast anything back home.
on the same day Zinsat one was launched, Uganda launched also its satellite. And the best thing about the satellite, we managed to get some.
Yeah,
it managed to transmit data back.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Uganda one, it's actually said it didn't manage to transmit the data back home.
Exactly. So it's a major win. So I think we're looking forward to this launch in November 2024.
Let's see if they'll manage to launch it.
I think from the experience from the first satellite, because what I heard is that once they launch it, they hand it over to the ISS, the International Space Station.
Yeah.
And then it's operated from there. But
so it's more like a procedure. Like you launch it, like you hand it over to the ISS. Then after that, they will allow it to start transmitting data. That. So
I think we'll be building from the first launches experience.
So let's see. We can't wait for the second satellite to be launched and see what good does it bring. But the only thing that amused me is the size of the satellite.
The size?
Yeah.
I think you can show pictures.
I think we need to show the pictures and actually the actual size, because it's very small, very very small. I don't know if and when I heard Zimbabwe wants to launch a satellite space, I thought it's Zimbabwe on itself, but it seems like we have some people within them.
So
tech people behind it.
So the satellite will be shown on the screen. It's quite small, alongside with Uganda's satellite and Japan's satellite. They're quite small actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're looking forward to the second satellites.
I think what matters is what it does, not the size. Size doesn't matter.
Okay, so moving on. So Zimbabwe is launching ePassport application from abroad. Yeah, which is quite good.
I think it's one of those things. If you're looking at the situation in Zimbabwe, mostly people don't work. A number of people who use those passports, they're working outside of Zimbabwe. And I think it was a hassle when your passport is about to expire. You have to come back home. You see,
true.
You come back home
And you
join the queues, and then after the queues, you get back your passport and go back to wherever you are. But now, if this this application from outside of Zimbabwe is actually implemented, I think it's a good thing for the masses of Zimbabwe, where you don't have to have the hassle of coming back home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and from what I heard, they're actually launching their beta. They've actually launched it, the beta version of the system, where people are actually allowed, you can volunteer to test the system. So I think it's a good thing for the masses. So much good.
So along with the ePassports, they're also saying that they want to launch e-gates at the international airports. So basically, you're just using your passport and it will be scanned. So they're removing a number of bottlenecks, which is quite interesting. They are looking forward to launching this at the later part of the year, and basically they're starting it obviously in Harare and Bulawayo, Victoria Falls, Beitbridge, and Chikundo.
Seems like our country is actually making some strides toward the digitalization of things. But
why are you saying but?
But anyway, so I'm trying to come from a perspective where this is a good thing,
right?
But is it all that we can do? Can you push further? Can you do something better than that? Like, can you treat this as a first step toward?
Yeah, it's obviously a first step, but like you have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You start with the ePassports. Once you have the ePassports, then you go with the e-gates that I once mentioned.
Yeah.
So basically, you're removing a bunch of the bottlenecks that were there, and then you move on to things like biometric, biometric verification and access.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking, if you can manage to actually allow people to move freely without the passport.
What do you mean?
Okay. Why do you need that physical book? Right? I think it just bring, considering that as a country,
it's a form of identification.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Let him cook.
What I'm saying is, considering that we want to push tourism as much as we advertise about it, right? Let's bring convenience to the visitors. Let's bring convenience to those people who come as tourists to Zimbabwe, right? Like a passport is just a book, right? It's a verification of who you are.
Yes.
But you use your face to verify who you are. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
It's more like a passport, you are verifying the holder more than the person.
But also it has to verify your nationality, right?
Yeah.
And other key details like who you are, your nationality, all those things.
Yeah.
So as much as you're saying you can use your face, right?
Yeah.
We need now to have that database, because now at this point in time, passports are an international thing. Every country has a passport, and there are bilateral relationships that are available.
I think we get limited if you say every. Well, if you start having that mentality, every country has this. But why can't you go outside the box? You know where I'm coming from? Like I recently saw this other article where in Dubai there's a biometric system where you don't have to produce your passport at the airport. You just have to.
So how are they? So here's my question.
Yeah.
When you say that.
Yeah.
How does this apply to a foreigner like me when I go to Dubai? Are they saying that they will just scan my face?
Yeah.
Against which database? How do they know?
They're actually calling for collaboration from other countries.
You get what I'm saying?
What you're saying, the system is actually it's as good as the all other stakeholders being like having a hand in it. What I'm saying is, for Zimbabwean nationalities for them to be scanned with that biometric system, like they have to know about it. That Zimbabwe has to collaborate.
Exactly.
They have to, considering don't we have the database of all the people who have collected passports in Zimbabwe?
Yeah, but obviously, I don't know when they captured your face. Did they account for biometric access?
But it's something that I don't know. But something that we can start thinking about and drive towards. Because as much as I know, Zimbabwe tries to. We advertise so much about tourism. But what are we doing about it to make it easy for them? Because to be honest, as much now we have got a good airport, like it's debatable. I don't know, but for me, it's a good airport.
Yeah, it's a decent
airport. What is left is convenience for the visitor.
So I think we can start with the ePassports, right? We have them, and we can start with the e-gates, and we move on and develop further.
Something that it can be in the vision of us as people. Anyway,
moving on.
Yeah.
So Liquid Home reduces prices. Is it because of Starlink or?
I think for me, I think it's starting to the Starlink thing is starting to make effect, and
so Starlink is coming to Zim in Q3, right?
Yeah. I actually saw something where they were saying they.
Yeah, I'm on the website. You can basically deposit, and they're coming to Zim in Q3. Yeah. So according to the website, which is quite interesting. This is quite.
So I think that's.
So it's a reactionary move to Starlink coming to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, and I think we are yet to see a number of players doing the same. But to be honest,
Yeah. So deposit you today $9. Order now to reserve your Starlink. Starlink is targeting service in your area starting Q3 2021.
yeah,
So yeah.
that's quite a huge thing, and maybe it wasn't reacting to Sterling. Maybe it was just
Just what?
a technical thing. I don't know.
So,
And actually said
mhm.
this change makes us the most country with the cheapest
Which cheapest?
home network, home
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi in Southern Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I will have to verify the facts.
Yeah. We'll put something down there. I think I saw something where they were comparing Zimbabwe and Zambia and saying Zimbabwe is now got the cheapest because of this move. I think we're telling a number of changes are going to happen
Yeah, sure.
within the telecommunications industry. I don't know. Can you move on?
Yeah, we can move on. There's
Okay.
really nothing.
Then probably one of the most interesting that I've seen. How many times have you been in town and you struggle to find the seat park guys?
The marshal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a number of times actually.
So
Quite a number of times. You have to basically wait around for them to come, and once it's
sometimes
there,
it inconveniences you. You might be in a rush or
it's a
something.
major inconvenience, to be honest.
Yeah, and so city parking is introducing a self-service payment system.
Mm-hmm.
What were they saying? Actually, they're saying that you can now pay for you can now service yourself to like when no. Anyway, you can now pay without actually those marshals.
Yeah. So how is this going to work?
So it's more like maybe it's they say it's a QR code system.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just can and you pay for whatever amount of time that you want. It's an hour or whatever it is. Then after it, it's going to generate an e-ticket,
Mm-hmm.
and those marshals will be notified about it. So it's more like your car will be safe while you are away, and then using those e-tickets.
Uh-huh.
Actually, what I'm trying to say is after the e-ticket can expire,
Mm-hmm.
and they can actually see that you can actually see also that your ticket is expired. You can actually pay without even coming back to your car.
Okay,
Wherever
so-
you are, you can top
So
up.
so how is this process flow like working? Because say I have my car, right, and I drive and I park in the city. Like, can you explain how I would like do the entire thing?
To be
the entire
honest,
process?
it was not clear. Like it sounded like an idea being sold more than a product being sold.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
what I saw, because it wasn't clear, but I was just visualizing what they were emphasizing
Mhm.
was convenience. You can pay from wherever you are. You can pay from your meeting. You can pay from your office. That's what they were. But in terms of product marketing, I didn't see it. It was more of an idea being sold than a product being sold.
Okay, I think we'll test this one and probably report on it on the next episode, because this one seems quite interesting.
And probably the last topic for today, and before we start talking about it, guys, please subscribe.
No, subscribe to the
Yeah,
channel.
subscribe to this channel. We're going to be delivering content almost every week, and please tell your colleagues to subscribe also. Share this. You don't know how much helpful it is. Anyway, the last topic probably for this episode is a little bit I don't know. Let me just talk about it.
Okay, shoot.
So ZACC, Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission, they released a statement where they were saying there was a security breach on their X account, Twitter.
But like,
And,
how does that happen? Like, how do you?
How did they get hacked?
Because to be honest, I don't think it was I don't think it was a cyber attack per se. I think it was basically negligence, because imagine we have 2FA, right? You can have 2FA on your X accounts, and basically you can report to X saying that this is your account. You provide proof of ownership and they can reclaim your account for you, but it's basic negligence. You know what happens with organizations in Zimbabwe? It's basic negligence. How do you you know?
So, from what I saw, to be honest, technically it's a hack, right?
Yeah, it's a
hack, but it seems like it's an
unauthorized access.
It seemed like it was someone from an internal employee.
See, you see where because
so it's probably someone who is an admin of the account or something who just decided to be robbed. To be honest,
a rogue agent.
Yeah, according to the post that was being posted there, the person was just claiming, it's me. I've worked for this. I'm tired of this. Something like that.
Oh,
we're not going to
anti-corruption commission.
Yeah. They said we're tired of those kind of things. We're not going to do about it, but to me it sounded like an internal person decided to just went wrong.
Alright, that's good.
I don't know, was it actually an internal person or it was an actual hack? I don't know. But that was on 21 June and today's date. Then it seemed like still today the hacker is still in control of the account.
So they're not serious. They're not serious.
Are they not serious, or is the admin? You know, to be honest, a number of companies in Zimbabwe, it may sound like an insult, but it's not. It's just what is there. It's being run by the very few companies are being run by people who understand technology.
Yeah,
to be honest. And looking at, for example, like ZACC, technology, anything that has to do with technology is not their thing.
But you know what? When it comes to social media, right? I think social media, I wouldn't put it at the high level of tech. I mean, you know, people who do marketing, you're trained on those things, like social media marketers. Basically, they're trained on the basics of security, of securing accounts, of using strong passwords, you know, and not making mistakes. Basically, you know, simple things like you can lose your device. Say you lose your device is logged in into your organization's social media, and your device doesn't have a password. What's going to happen? So passwords are not there to just say that people can't access your phone, but primarily they protect the data that's on that phone. So I think these are basic things, but hopefully, like you said, I have to learn from this situation.
But to be honest, the number of issues that are called
it's social engineering.
It's more even. As much as it's social engineering.
It's social engineering.
But it sounds like more mistakes.
Exactly. They capitalize on your mistakes.
Because it's so easy, from what I think, to recover a Twitter account. Maybe we could. This is now 10 days.
I think they'll find a specialist to deal with them.
I don't know, but I feel like as a country, we still have a long way to go in terms of education.
Yeah, true.
On cyber security, mostly.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the previous episode.
Yeah, because you'll be surprised to know that in a lot of these companies they rarely talk about this thing.
Yeah, true.
They just treat every tech thing just like going to the field and plowing.
So anyways, guys, that's been this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next time.
Don't forget to subscribe.